Hello and welcome to the Restaurant Show here on CW57. My name is Ryan Ashker. Make sure you stay tuned because this week we have some fantastic guests. Our friends from the Hy-Vee Market Grill stop by, the Macaroni and Cheese Shop, as well as Vince's Pizzeria. All that and much more. It's the Restaurant Show here on CW57. Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now we're joined by Fabrizio and Pierre, our friends from Vince's Pizzeria. How are you doing today?
Good.
Very good.
And I'm excited because not only does it look great, but it already smells fantastic. So what are we looking at over there? What are you working on right now, Fabrizio?
I'm going to make some linguine with some salsa, make it with zucchini and cream cheese with the shrimp.
All right.
Yep.
It gives it more of a delicate, it's not as strong as like an Alfredo sauce, but it also still gives that delicate, creamy, lighter version, you know, of a creamy sauce. And we did shrimp this time, and you could also get in chicken if you don't like shrimp.
I love the shrimp. Shrimp is always my go-to if it's available.
Me too.
You too?
Me too,
Okay.
Yep. Love my shrimp.
Now, so what else did you say was in there? It was
Zucchini.
Zucchini.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's first, you know, we saute the zucchini and the shrimp together so it gets a nice strong taste. And then we blend those tastes together. And then we add the creamy cream cheese to it.
And with the zucchini, that really is kind of a summery sort of menu because it is locally grown.
Yes.
You can get it right around here, very fresh, which you guys do.
Yes.
So that kind of makes it that gives it that summer linguine sort of flavor and feel.
Yep, and it's a nice light summer dish. That's why we call it the summer linguine.
Fantastic. Okay. So the summer linguine, that's one we got it.
And this is our new dish. So
that's a new one.
Yes, it's not on our menu, and we're trying it out, and so far, you know, we've gotten good reviews. So
go order it and let them know what you think, and you're probably going to love it.
Yes.
Because it came from them, and everything's so good. Now we're working on another pasta now too. What's this one?
This is Angela spaghetti.
Okay.
This is a bruschetta pasta.
All right.
It's the tomatoes are still cooked, but you still have, you know, all your bruschetta ingredients, your basil, your garlic. And the tomato's not totally cooked. It's just, how would you say it? A little bit.
Kind of warmed up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not cooked, not all of the cook.
So
Yes.
not cooked all the way through, so you still got the nice
Nice
kind of fresh
chunky-
flavor and
yes,
juices
exactly.
with it.
And
right.
you get your
That's it.
basil and garlic on there, and
Of course, you put some fresh basil, some fresh parmesan, a little bit, everything.
And cheese about as fresh as you can get
Yes.
as he's grating it over the meal itself.
Yes.
this will have you will have definitely a good garlic flavor.
Well, if you're
So
going
if you're-
out for Italian food, you want to kind of have that garlic flavor,
Right.
though.
Right. Just don't sit close to anybody afterwards.
That's true too. Or have them order garlic so you don't know which one
Exactly,
smells.
that's
That's the Angela spaghetti. That kind of
Yes.
looks with the bruschetta. That almost seems like more of a, I don't want to say appetizer, but maybe a lighter menu item as well.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. We
it's-
want to do more summer dishes this time, and and we also have like the bruschetta appetizer. So
Yes.
it goes. We brought it last time, so
And
we
that
wanted
was
to.
fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, that's delicious. So this
And-
time we want to bring the pasta.
So we got two different pastas. We got the summer linguine, we got Angela spaghetti, and now we're going to move over. You guys are going to bring a pizza, which is the easiest way to my heart, and we're going to keep that bruschetta flavor with the pizza.
Yes. Yep. So we start off with, of course, your pizza dough, and then we do
We cook some cheese on it, some mozzarella cheese.
Sure.
get that nice and melted.
And then after we take it out from the oven, we put some fresh tomato slice and some fresh basil. Actually, that's so fresh because I just pick it from my
garden.
backyard.
Picked it from his own backyard. That's how fresh the ingredients are when you go over and see them.
All right.
Oh, and just look at the tomatoes. You can tell how like ripe and perfect those are
Right.
too.
Yep.
You got that just gorgeous red color to them.
And this is a balsamic glaze, so you get that nice sweet tart flavor
Okay.
to it. And then we shave fresh Parmesan shavings on top of that. So that's a nice, light, airy pizza too. If you
Yeah.
don't want to do the heavy, you know. And we've had it where people have added like sausage to it or mushrooms or onions. So, I mean, if you want to build it up, you can. So you can never go wrong with your bruschetta pizza.
No, so you have the staple of the bruschetta pizza itself, and you can kind of mix and match and add some stuff to your own flavor with that,
Yes.
whether you want to add a meat or maybe some more veggies or other good things like that as well.
Yep, and like, you know, and if you want to have a theme night, you can have the angelo spaghetti, and we also have the bruschetta appetizer too.
See, now that's a good idea. Just have a bruschetta theme night and head
Yeah.
down to Vince's Pizzeria. That sounds fantastic. And as always, they do have such an amazing selection of drinks to go with it too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the staff are experts at helping you pair, you know, the right wine to the right meal and things like that. So you don't have to be shy. I don't know wine, but I'll definitely ask, and you're not going to be disappointed with what you get with that. I want to remind everyone, last time you guys were here, we mentioned the hours changed up a little bit.
Yes, we are scaling back 1 hour on Wednesdays and Thursdays. We'll be closing at midnight instead of 1 a.m. And Fridays and Saturdays we'll be closing at 1 a.m. instead of 2 a.m.
Okay.
So, and that's starting September 1st.
So just a little bit of change in schedule, but make sure you keep that in mind. You can still go there late night, have great
Yes.
meals like this, open much longer than I think a lot of other restaurants are
yeah,
anyway.
right. And you could order anything. You know, we don't just close the kitchen at a certain time. You could order if you come in at, you know, 12:30 and you wanted angelo spaghetti or the summer linguine, we'll make that for you.
So if you're sitting at home or going out and for some reason get the mood to have a really nice meal that late at night, they got you covered and you're not going to be disappointed with that.
No.
So we went on a bit of a bruschetta kick today. You see how fresh all those ingredients are. The summer linguine, that does look fantastic. And you said that's not on the menu yet, but they can order it?
Yes, oh yeah, yep, it's a
Okay.
new dish we're
even
trying
for
out.
to
So
go, they can have.
So that's something you can order right now. Let them know what you think, and if it goes over really well, maybe something that ends up on the menu. And this bruschetta stuff, that's available all the time, and you can see with the greens and the cheese and the tomato how fresh everything is. So keep a note on those new hours. Otherwise, you got to go check them out. The food is fantastic down at Vince's. Thank you guys so much for coming back
Thank
today.
you.
thank you for having us.
Fabrizio and Piera, they're here, and I'm hungry every time they stop in. I can't help it. We'll be back with more of the restaurant show in just a moment. Coming up next on the restaurant show, the Macaroni and Cheese Shop stops by. Hello and welcome back to the restaurant show. I'm very excited right now because who doesn't love macaroni and cheese? It's our friend Nick from Max. How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you again.
Welcome back, and I see we have a great. Well, you can't have anything bad. I mean, it's cheese, noodles, but that guy's got me. I think we have some buffalo chicken here, so I'm assuming we're going to start with the buffalo chicken mac.
You got it. Yeah, today we're going to feature our buffalo chicken mac, which is number 8 on our menu. A very popular dish, one of my personal favorites too. Just like you, when I see the red buffalo sauce on the chicken, I know what I'm in for, and I'm pretty happy about it. So,
Number 8 in the menu, number 1 in my heart.
I like that. Yeah, just like any of our other macs, we'll start off with our skillet full of our elbow macaroni noodles. We'll add some nice, thick, creamy homemade cheese sauce to that. We'll make sure we spread that around. We'll get that old container out of there. And we want to just spread it and get a nice coat over all of the macaroni inside the skillet. That's why we have the nice ridges on the elbows, because it likes to hold the cheese a little bit better.
And it gives you a nice even taste all the way through, so every bite's as good as the last.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we're going for. The featured cheese on the buffalo chicken is provolone.
Ooh,
So we'll just top a little bit, cover the top with that provolone. It's going to give it that nice strong taste if you're a provolone fan. If you're not and you're still interested in the buffalo chicken, you can always sub it out for some of our different cheese options. But this is just kind of the one we feature on the menu.
And that's the normal one. If you go somewhere, get a pizza, even they'll use provolone with buffalo chicken because it's a nice offset with the heat.
Yes, yep, and you'll see that kind of with some of the garnishes we put on there at the end. Then, like all of our macs, we'll just top a little bit with our garlic breadcrumbs. And then, the featured item, our buffalo chicken that we cook, slice, and sauce all by ourselves right in house. Get a nice topping on that.
So with that, I know I'm really big into spicy foods. Put anything you can think of on there. I'm sure you are too. How spicy is it? Because not everyone can really handle that high level of heat.
Yeah, out of our 12 specialty macs, we have about 4 of them that are more on the spicy end of the spectrum. We have a jalapeno popper mac. We have a taco mac, which has some pico de gallo inside of it.
Okay.
So that gives it a nice kick on that. And then a chipotle chicken mac, along with the buffalo. So about 1/3 of our menu, about a third of our menu items has got a little extra kick to it. Buffalo's kind of in the middle there. It's probably not quite as spicy as the jalapeno popper with all the diced jalapenos on the inside, but it's probably a little bit more spicy than the taco mac or the chipotle chicken.
So it has a lot of flavor, and it'll just give you a nice little kick to kind of top it.
Exactly. And like you said, there's a lot of stuff to offset it. We'll see that when it comes out of the oven here and we get some of our garnishes on top.
Sounds good.
So we'll just put that in the oven. And then again, as it comes out,
That was quick.
yes, and the skillet's not even hot to my hand. We have a nice crispy crust. The provolone cheese and the breadcrumbs crisped up, gets it a nice crust on the top. And then after it comes out of the oven, we'll just add first our extra layer, a little buffalo sauce. And again, too, if it's a little too spicy, you can always option to not get the extra buffalo sauce on the top. And then garnish it with a little bit of blue cheese crumble on the top. And then a couple pieces of celery. And it's ready to go.
Look at that. That looks fantastic. So maybe even instead of the extra buffalo sauce, you could go with a ranch or something like that.
Yeah.
Almost to make it like a buffalo wing mac and cheese.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that either take off the buffalo sauce and substitute it with ranch, or else they'll just add it in addition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this looks absolutely fantastic. And then we still have time. You brought something else, and with, all right, we got bacon. BLT something I'm going to go
You
with.
got it. Lettuce, tomato, bacon.
Okay.
It's our BLT wedge. Pretty simple, but very delicious. Very popular. It's our best-selling wedge that we have. A lot of people with our wedges, they'll either order it as their main meal, they might order it as a side, they might order it as an appetizer to split with their group. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of iceberg lettuce in there. We'll top it off. Nice layer of bacon, the B in the BLT, of course.
One of the favorite ingredients of the restaurant show. Bacon on anything makes it better.
Yep, and then we got some tomato wedges on there. And then you get your choice of dressing. I just brought ranch, again, to kind of go with the buffalo chicken mac as well. But then you can either get it on the side, or we can just lightly drizzle on the top. And then it's ready to go. Like I said, as a side, as an entree, something to go, something to share, however people want to do it.
And one of the ideas I really like when you visit Max, and you touched on it too, is get 2 separate dishes, split them in half, and split it with who you go there with, and then you get 2 great different flavors. So you don't necessarily get sick of the one, but you get a lot of good kind of different things. Now with that, you mentioned it could be a side. What other sides do you have, or what are some other things we can get along with it?
Some other options, again, if you're up for sharing, if you're up for splitting, or just trying something different aside from the macaroni. We have our 12 mac and cheese dishes, buffalo chicken being one of them. We have 3 wedge salads. This is the BLT wedge as we talked about. We also have a garden wedge, which just features some of your garden variety vegetables, and then a taco wedge.
Sure.
And then we also have 6 specialty melts or grilled cheese sandwiches. For instance, we have a buffalo chicken melt, very delicious. If you're into the buffalo chicken mac, I'm sure you'd enjoy that. Maybe change it up and get a grilled cheese sandwich. And we also have homemade desserts, cheesecake and chocolate cake, and with a rotating featured cheesecake every month or so.
See, I love the mac and cheese. I haven't gone to the grilled cheese yet, so we're gonna have to try that next time we come in there. And now that it's summer, people are thinking about nice things to go out, do, have some fun. So maybe instead of just stopping at the Sun Prairie location, you have another one as well that people might be able to hit on vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. If people in the area are going up to the Wisconsin Dells area, we're right downtown Wisconsin Dells. That's our first original location, right on the main strip, just in a popular tourist destination area. If you look it up on our website, easy directions. But yeah, it's the same menu, same concept, same great service and quality, just in a different location.
So you go up there with the kids, you're not sure what they're gonna want to eat. There's so many different restaurants up there. All kids love mac and cheese, so we can stop at Max and get that on vacation as well, or right here at home, run up to Sun Prairie and get that too. Also want to be sure, with summer going on, a lot of different events. They do catering, they do a great job with it, so check them out. Nick, thank you so much for stopping by the restaurant show.
You bet, thank you.
Nick's over at Max, make sure you give them a look. I would try this one, the Buffalo Mac. Looks great. We'll be right back with more of the restaurant show in just a bit. Coming up next on the restaurant show, Oscar from Market Grill swings through. Hello and welcome back to the restaurant show. Right now we're joined by our friends from the Market Grill. We have Oscar along with Chef Joel. How are you guys doing today?
Good, good.
Good. Thank you for coming back. Joel, what do you got on the docket for us today?
Today I'm going to make a little play on eggplant parmesan. So what I did ahead of time is I grilled off a couple pieces of eggplant, and then in between each piece I've taken a piece of fresh tomato and fresh mozzarella, a little bit of salt and pepper. And then what I'm going to do for you now is make the marinara sauce that we're going to put on it and the pasta. So we're going to start off with a little olive oil, and then we're going to put in some white onion. Turn the heat up here a little bit. And we also have a couple diced peppers, both green and yellow, and some fresh minced garlic.
And that's one of the nice things with everything you prepare and everything over at Market Grill is how fresh it actually is.
Right. Everything's made from scratch. And it's always the best to have everything made from scratch.
And I know me and Oscar, we're going to talk about some really cool football game day stuff coming up. But Joel, with what you're making right now, it almost looks like a Packer dish with those green and yellow in there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and while this is sauteing.
So eggplant's really one of those things that has it been really popular for a long time? I've just noticed it kind of all over the place recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been pretty popular for quite a while, especially with Italian dishes and in Middle Eastern dishes as well. It's one of those things that you can substitute for a steak if you'd like, because it's got that steak-like quality. So while we've got this going, we're going to hit this up with a little bit of white wine. And then we have a tomato base here. We're going to add that into it. Stir this around. And then for this dish, we've cooked off some linguine pasta. So we'll go ahead and add our linguine to the sauce. And so as not to burn my hands, we'll use a towel. Kind of toss this around a little bit. Get this nice and hot. And go to the plate. So we'll put some pasta right down and just kind of cover the pasta and the eggplant with a little bit of our sauce.
So for items like this and things that you kind of do your own twist on, things like that, where do you get a lot of your inspiration from as you're cooking and coming up with different dishes or your own mix on dishes?
I think my inspiration comes from a lot of the farms around the Madison area. I try to keep things as simplistic as possible. I think simplicity is the key to good food. You know, you don't want a lot of different ingredients muddling the dish. So.
Sure.
And we've just garnished that with a simple Parmesan and parsley and a little bit of fresh basil. And that's your dish.
Can't go wrong with that. Joel's take on the eggplant parm, so just one of the many really fresh, fantastic dishes you can get over at Market Grill. And as I said, I teased a little bit of the football season coming up. We have some really exciting stuff going on, Oscar, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We've got buckets of beer. That's 6 domestic beers for $10.
Okay.
So that's a good one to start with. And then all our appetizers are half off, and then half off all our draft beers.
Oh, good. So half off apps and taps.
Yeah.
And then there's a big combination of beers too, not just the drafts, but if you're doing those buckets, you guys have just a litany of different
Oh
beers
yeah,
as well.
all kinds of craft beers and everything that you can think of is in there.
Okay. And then for food, I noticed you guys were doing some fantastic stuff with food, not only the apps and taps, but wings.
Yeah.
I love wings, and you guys that watch the show. Unlimited wings for $12.
Unlimited wings for $12. We also have the $6 flatbread. So any of our flatbreads will be $6 during games.
Oh, wow. So, and during games, that's not just Packer games. We're talking about all football games.
All football games. We do have the NFL Sunday ticket, so.
So just another place you can go and get kind of your football fix, hang out at Market Grill, have some fantastic food, great drink specials. So we're going to be running that, or you're going to be running that. That's Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh yeah.
So more than half the week, you can go get your football fix and some great food at Market Grill.
Also, we do have chefs created a Packer burger and a Badger burger. So
Okay, what are those? Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, for the Packer Burger, decided to incorporate some Wisconsin cheese curds, and then we're going to use some green chilies for a little bit of kick.
Okay.
Top all that with a slice of cheddar, and then right onto the bun. And then the Badger Burger, we're going to do a kind of a play on a caprese with the tomato, mozzarella, and basil, and then that's going to be our.
So you got
Badger
the red
burger.
and white color on there.
Yeah.
Okay, that Packer burger sounds fantastic. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna have to try with the cheese curd. And the
Should be
green
pretty
chili.
good.
Okay, so and as we're talking about with this food, it's not just your specialty burgers or the eggplant parm. Really, everything you guys have there, people coming into orders made as fresh as it can be with the ingredients you have. Everything made from scratch.
Right, and one of the great things about the Market Grill is we have the store right there, so we're getting ingredients fresh off the shelf every day to make what we serve in the restaurant. So it's a great place to work, and I love it.
A really unique way to kind of get those good ingredients and good food to put them on your plate at Market Grill. So you can go do your grocery shopping, go get a great meal, vice versa, or just go to Market Grill to eat. Either way, you're fine. Want to emphasize those game day specials again that Oscar was talking about. 6 for $10 buckets of beer, an insane amount of beer. Half off apps and taps, unlimited wings for $12. That's what I'm really excited for. And then you can't go wrong with the Packer and Badger burger that Joel told us about too. All that going on. It's their game day specials. That's Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So more than half the week, you can head out to Market Grill and get some great deals. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the restaurant show today.
thank you.
Oscar, look forward to having him back. And Joel, you got to go try some of his food. It's great. We'll be back with more of the restaurant show in just a moment. Thank all of you for tuning into the restaurant show this week. We also want to thank all of our restaurants for stopping by. Make sure you stay tuned to CW all week long to learn some of the best places to eat here in Madison and the surrounding areas. It's the restaurant show here on CW 57, so you can eat the best, forget the rest.